What is up? How you doing? How you living? ScottEbruh here, back at it with another Monday moments or moment Monday, moment Monday, moment. One of the Eminem. We'll call it an Eminem. I ain't decided which one I want it to be. Monday moment, moment Monday. We'll just call it an Eminem. Let's run that back. Try that again. What is up? How you doing? How you living? ScottEbruh here. Thank you for tuning in to another Eminem. And I just want to ask you, do you or have you ever had a hardened heart? Has your heart ever been hardened towards God's love, towards God's grace? The other day I was reading in the book of Exodus, the Exodus story. And if you're familiar with the Exodus story, basically what's going on is you have these Egyptians who decided to take Israelite people as slaves. So these Egyptians take these Israelites as slaves, and God decides that he wants to free these slaves. And so what God does is he uses this guy named Moses to try and free the Israelite people from the Egyptians who are holding them captive. Kind of what we see is Moses is having to talk to the Pharaoh, the ruler of the Egyptians, and basically saying to him, hey, let my people go, let these Israelite people go. But over and over again, every single time Moses would try to plead his case, it says that Pharaoh's heart was hard. Think about that. His heart was hard. So no matter what God did or no matter what God said, Pharaoh, just because his heart was hard, he didn't want anything to do with it. He was like, nah, you can't, y'all gotta stay here. I need this work done. I need y'all to build me statues and all that. Y'all ain't going nowhere. And I think in the same way, some of us, or some of you, maybe your heart has been hardened. Or maybe it is hard now. And so, see, God wants to, pour blessings into your life. He wants to speak truth into your life. But because your heart is hard, you're not going to be able to receive that. You're not going to be able to just be blessed by all that it is that God wants to give to you. See, some of us, we have like this heart of stone. And if you think about like a stone, if you take a stone and you soak it in some substance and you take it out, you put it in a bucket of, I don't know, water or something, and you pull it back out, what's going to happen to that stone? The inside of it isn't really going to absorb any of that content. I mean, it might be on the outside a little bit, but in the big scheme of things, it's not really, it's gonna have a hard time soaking up that content or that water or whatever. But if you take a sponge, on the other hand, and you soak that in, some substance, some content, what's gonna happen? It's gonna soak that up. And see, in the same way, some of us, we have this heart of stone. And so when God's trying to pour blessings into our life and pour truth into our life, it's just, we're not soaking it in. And God is calling you to have this heart like a sponge. So when you soak that sponge, you absorb all it is that God wants to have to you. See, God wants you to absorb his grace. He wants you to absorb his love. He wants you to absorb all the blessings that he wants to pour into your life. God wants you to absorb that. But if you have this heart of stone, you're not gonna absorb it. So maybe you just need to ask God to work in Ezekiel 36:26 in your life. Because you see, God wants to give you a new heart. He wants to give you a new spirit. He wants to remove your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. But the question is, are you willing to let him? Are you willing to say, God, I don't want this hardened heart anymore. Take it and give me a new heart. I want you to think about that question and reflection question down below. Is there ever a time or situation where your heart was hardened, where no matter what somebody did or what God tried to show you, you just were so stuck in your ways that you just didn't want to receive that truth? Is there a situation where you could relate to Pharaoh and your heart was hardened? So no matter what God did, you were just like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be bothered with that. Can you relate to that? Hey, thank you for tuning in. If you found value in this video, please like it, comment down below. Also share this video with your friends so they can also find truth and find motivation or maybe find encouragement in this video. Once again, thank you for tuning in to another Eminem. I don't know if I'm gonna call it Monday moment Monday. So we'll just call it Eminem. Thank you for tuning in to another Eminem. And until next time, grace, peace.